Power Tempest sits just shy of 46,000 DPS, making it a great pick, especially for encounters that have multiple targets that need to be cleaved down. It's a rotation that's easy to grasp with the idea of casting your air overload as much as possible, but difficult to execute with good timing. Before starting your encounter, summon a fire elemental with your elite, and then swap to air with F3. As you walk up to the encounter, channel your air overload with F3 again, and then swap to water with F2 right as it goes off. Use water 2, then 3, and immediately swap back to air. Back on air, use your Feel the Burn utility, Lightning Storm utility, and then cast air 5. That's it for the opener, but you'll notice I've also been pressing more abilities. Air 2, Feel the Burn, and your elite Flame Barrage activation can all be casted while using other abilities, so cast them whenever they come up. Using these alongside Air 5, Lightning Storm, and your Air 1 auto attack is the best time filler while you wait for your air overload to come back up. Speaking of which, the loop consists of using your air overload and then swapping to fire. Use Fire 3, Fire 5, and then swap back to air. Cast any channeled abilities I talked about earlier while using any instant cast ones, overload air, and then swap to water. Use water 2, water 3, and then swap back to air. Do your usual air channels and instant casts, air overload, and then swap back to fire. Use fire 3, fire 2, and then swap back to air. This can be looped infinitely. Air, fire, water, fire, air, water, and so on and so on. The hardest part of the rotation is timing. On the one hand, you have to make sure your air overloads go off and your two abilities in fire and water go off, but on the other hand, you lose a lot of DPS by being too slow on attunement swaps. You have to be precise. Here's the whole rotation again without interruptions.